closure is very sturdy. So let's go ahead and get these started. We're going to start these at 20 because of the fact that they are the genuine carnelian. And but as I said, look at these. These are gorgeous. And they're a nice size earring too. Let me get my roller out so you guys can kind of see. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you, Marissa. Yes, so these guys are like an inch. Okay, so they're pretty substantial. All right, Marissa, you got these coming to you, and these are lovely. So I'm so happy that you'll be getting these. So we're going to go ahead. Oops, we're going to go ahead and put that into Marissa's bag, and let's keep going. So you guys, let's go to a different country. How about we do these guys right here? She says those are for me. Yes, yes, yes. Look at these. So when I looked these up online, they said Chinese porcelain. Okay. So they are porcelain, and they do have a very Chinese kind of look to them, that almost like the Chinese writing. I have another pair that we're going to be doing later. Oh, and what I liked about these, look at the closure on them. So that's like the fish hook, right? But it has like a almost like a square fish hook, which I've never seen before. So I thought that's very unique. But look how that sits. I thought that was so neat the way that is. But so these are the Chinese porcelain. When I looked them up, that's what they said, and they do have that blue and white kind of motif that we see a lot of that Chinese jewelry has that. But also, I have a pair that I'll run later that are very similar. But when I looked these up, they said Spanish, that they're Spanish ceramic. So they also have a blue and white. So sometimes we have to do a little bit of extra research on some of it because we think it goes one direction and it's really going another. But yeah, so these ones, let me actually do it like this because like my fingers are like, getting in the way. I'm like fat fingering this whole thing. So let me hang them like this, right? So you guys can kind of see how they hang. So look how beautiful they are. And again, I guess I'm just on a navy blue kick today because these are like that navy blue, that cobalt blue, and the white. I'm trying to get that to focus for you guys. It's like I have to move it away a little bit. There we go. So that's how they're going to hang. So these ones are 5. So we're starting these ones off at 5. But they are in very, very good condition. And they do have, like I said, that hook that has the kind of like almost like the square closure there. So let's go ahead and start the auction on 5 on these guys. And I'm kind of doing this so you guys, it'll focus a little bit better for you. But there they are. And they almost have this little they do have this little like seed bead kind of sitting on top of there too. So I thought that's kind of neat. Okay, so I'm going to put these guys off to the side and thank you guys for looking. And we're going to keep going. And the way I said that just reminded me of Kathy. So I'm thinking of Kathy. My thoughts are with her, and I'm hoping that everything is going well for her with her getting her electricity restored and everything like that. So definitely our cheerleader is not here with us right now. She's not having very good internet right now, so we miss her very much. But okay, so these are the next ones, kind of sisters to the ones we just saw. These are the Spanish, when I did the research, Spanish ceramic. So they're not the porcelain, but they are ceramic, and cute little flower design on these guys. Look at that. So okay, we're going to start these. These ones are 15 because when I did the research online, they were coming up a little higher in the thing. So I'd almost like to do a show on that and find out like these glass and porcelain and ceramic jewelry, what differentiates them. Like why would these come up higher in value than some of the other ones? So I do want to do some research on that. But in the meantime, this is kind of what they look like. They're the stud earrings, or I guess you'd call them post earrings as well, but that's how they're kind of sit, right? Okay, thank you for looking at those, and let's keep moving forward. Let's do some blingy stuff. Okay, so these right here, are, I don't know if you pronounce them Bogoff or Bog-off, but maybe you guys can educate me on that, on how they're pronounced. But these ones, oh my goodness. Okay. I am in love with these. I don't wear clip earrings, but there's the name. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we're trying to do, a teaching as we do the selling now. So I wanted to kind of give you guys a little bit of information um, about these, right? So first of all, look at that. Look at the AB coating. We talked about the AB coating. So there's the AB coating on those. There's the beautiful brown for fall. Okay. Right, Tony, aren't they lovely? And I'm going to get my quarter out of my bag here so I can show you guys kind of the size of these, right? You hear me like ruffling around trying to find the um, quarter that I use for scale. There we go. Okay. So they're a little smaller than the size of a quarter. But my research when I was looking up Mr. Bogoff, we'll call him Bogoff, is he emigrated from Poland in the 19, let me see, 190, he was born in Poland in 1908. And then he emigrated to the United States in, I believe, well, when he was 16. Okay, so they said he arrived at Ellis Island at the age of 16. So that's our international connection here. The guy that created this company, this Bogoff company, is from Poland. So he has international, he was born in Poland. Okay, so that's our international connection there. He was in the United States when he started the company, but he was born in Poland. So he's of Polish descent. Okay, there they are. And these guys are going to start at 20. And like I said, let's start the auction. They are signed, Bogoff right there. Bogoff, right? And they're in, the clip is in excellent condition. You can see that. Look at how that's made with the detail in there. Okay. Oh my goodness, yes, right? Aren't they gorgeous, Tony? And they're just blinging all over the place. I'm hoping you guys are catching that, but let's see if I can do like that. But yeah, but they're adorable. I mean, I love them. I just, anything that's blingy like this really is wonderful to me. So there they are. Okay, I'm going to put these guys to the side. If you want me to rerun them toward the end of the show, I definitely will do that for you guys. Okay, so we're going to do a craft lot now. So I was telling you guys about this craft lot earlier, and I did my show on natural stones last week. This craft lot, let me see if I can't like do the camera like this. Okay, there it is. So what's going on with this guy? So you have this bracelet. This one's wearable. Okay, it has a little bit of a kink there, so I'm not like selling that separate. That's just gonna go in the craft lot. We have this blue. I'm trying to do this one-handed, guys. So if I'm like like jerking the camera a little bit, sorry. This blue. I think these are lapis. They have the little flecks of gold in them, but if I'm wrong, they're sodalite. But to me they do definitely look like natural stones. This is also wearable, but these ones are because of the way they're set on the thing, they're a little bit kinked, so they do look like lapis, right? So it's kind of kinked, but it is wearable if you wanted to go ahead and wear that one, right? And then the rest of these, this guy is testing as jadeite. Okay, so you have all these stones. They're set in their little bracelet setting. Okay, but they are genuine stones. So you're getting 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces of the natural. Well, not natural. I don't want to say natural, but the real authentic jadeite. Okay, so there it is there. Now, also, you can fix this. So these are the 2 pieces. They did snap right there, but I believe, and I'm not going to say this for sure because I want to take a class and learn how to do it, but I believe this can be soldered back together. So if you're like, hey, this is gorgeous and I want to wear that as a bracelet, right? Because that's what it originally was. I believe you can have them kind of saw that piece off and then put another, put a bead of solder there and put this guy back together. And so there's that. And it would be adjustable with the, it has its clasp. So there you go. Right. So there's that jadeite. Look at that. You can see right through it. It's translucent. Beautiful. And then you have the loose piece that goes with it as well, which is this guy. And you don't have to put him back into the bracelet. You could just do whatever you want with him. And then this is kind of the shocker here. So I thought for sure that this guy, I was telling everybody this earlier, I thought for sure this guy was rose quartz, which Felicia, our pack rat queen, loves rose quartz. It's not. It's jadeite. So it's pink jadeite. So you have the green jadeite and then you have the jadeite. So I thought that was really cool. But you're getting a lot of pieces of that as well. And like I was saying earlier, if you guys wanted to fix this one, I don't think it would be a hard fix, especially you guys that do arts and crafts and jewelry repair and make things out of jewelry. I think you would just, it's just a question of getting the other magnet piece to this and tying it. You see how it's tied right there? Just, you know, maybe even elongate this piece somehow and then just tie the magnet on there and then you'll have the bracelet. But yeah, so this whole lot, everything you're seeing there, $10. Okay, there it is. So let's go ahead and start the bidding on that one. So like I said, on this, you'll get the 2 full bracelets that are wearable. You're going to get this one, which is the jadeite, the pink jadeite. You're going to get the green jadeite, the 2 pieces. We have 5 seconds left, and then you get the loose guy right here. It's kind of there, kind of along the lines of that one. So, and he's a little smaller than those, so I don't know that he was meant to go with those, but he is definitely testing as jadeite as well. Oh, and then you get this piece. I didn't really talk about this. I believe this one is rose quartz. I didn't test this one, but he's kind of a loose piece as well. And actually, I guess it could be even worn as a pendant if you wanted to. Looks like, Marissa, you got this lot, so that's wonderful. Man, but you're going to get those football earrings by default at the end if we don't get some more people bidding. But I think we will as more people come in. But yeah, so there we go. So this is fantastic. I'm going to put this back in the bag. And yeah, let's put it back in its bag. And then this is all going to come to you, Marissa. So I hope that if you're going to make things out of those, that it turns out beautiful. And I think it will. So yay. Yeah, you're like excited for the football earrings. I love them. I love them. My husband thought I was hilarious. We're from Pittsburgh originally. Shout out to Curry because she's in the Pittsburgh area. But yeah, so we're from Pittsburgh. We're big Steelers fans. Let's look at them again. There they are. Big Steelers fans. So he was laughing at me when I got these. He was with me at the yard sale that I got them from. And I was like, I have to have them. And I was thinking of you guys at the time. I was like, I'm going to incorporate that somehow into one of my shows. Okay, so now let's do this one. So this one, I want to say that this floral design, it looks very French to me, but it could also be Chinese. I think there's a lot of different, we were talking about Thailand earlier. I think there's a lot of different countries that this could have originated from, but I feel like, this one's not silver. So it's this magnet, it's not like really running to the magnet, but it does have a little bit of a pull to it. So I think there might be some silver to it, but I think it's primarily some other kind of metal. But I like the closure on this. So there it is there. And you have to like push this little button to get it to pop open. So it's not a clamper. It's kind of a clamper, but it feels a little bit more secure than a clamper to me because it has this this kind of intricate, kind of click that you have to like click it real hard to get it, and it's not going anywhere. Okay, unless you bang the thing, but you have to push it down pretty hard to get it to go. So there's that, and I love the intricate. Look at that design on there. All right, all those flowers and that carries all the way through. Okay, so this guy's starting at 5. And I think even with it not being like completely silver, I think that with some cleaner, I think this guy's going to shine, take a beautiful, beautiful shine. So we have 5 seconds left on him. So I think he's in pretty good shape. And I think he's really beautiful. So if you want me to, thank you for looking. And if you want me to pull him back, I will. So the next one we're going to do, this is a Disney piece. So I thought that was really interesting. This one, I got this from, I'm pretty sure I got this one from a home of somebody that used to work at Disney. So she had some Disney stuff kind of there, but this one has the tag still on it, right? So Indonesia. And this is the international we were talking about, made in Indonesia. And they use these really beautiful, my daughter was saying about how she loved this one row with all the different like pinks and reds and yellows and browns. And, you know, they use some really vibrant, beautiful colors in their Indonesian jewelry. But I like this one especially because it's like a clamper kind of, but it has the little sash kind of hanging down, right? So it has like this beautiful little sash, and there's the price on it. So it was originally like 12.88. And I don't know how long ago the lady got it. So this might have been back before inflation and all that, where it might have been back when things were cheaper. So it probably, if you were to go to get this now, it probably would be more expensive. But look at those seed beads. Look how much workmanship has to go into, for you guys that do jewelry, right? That make jewelry. How much workmanship has to go into something like that. But that was its original price there. So we're going to go ahead and do it for 5. But like I said, this one is brand new. And oh, it's already started. Okay. I pushed the button and totally forgot I pushed the button. That's hilarious. Okay. So we're going to put them off to the side and let's keep going. I have several pairs of earrings that I was thinking, I think I mentioned this earlier, but I got them in a lot. And they are the alpaca silver. And these ones are gorgeous. So look at these. And I think they are the abalone. Okay. So you have some pinks in there. You definitely have the abalone in there. And when you flip them over, you get this alpaca Mexico. Okay. So we're going to talk about in our learnings, we're going to talk about alpaca Mexico or Mexican silver. Okay, so let me put them on the little stand so that you can look at them as I'm talking. Because I see a lot of Mexican silver, and I always wondered, well, what makes Mexican silver so special? Like they are really adamant about putting their stamp on it, and can you guys kind of see that? Let me pull this back a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of catching the light there. Hi, always 677. How are you? I think that's Judy. Hang on. Yep, that's Judy. Hello. So we're going to talk about what makes Mexican silver so special. So when I looked up the Mexican silver, what it basically said, and I'm going to read it to you guys so that I'm fact checking myself as we go. But you guys, I'm sure if you've seen Mexican silver or you sell Mexican silver, you know that Mexican silver is valuable. And what it says here is Mexican silver is valuable for a number of reasons, including its quality, craftsmanship, and cultural significance. So it's telling us most Mexican silver is 925 sterling silver, which is 92.5% silver. So for you guys, like as we're learning and we're talking about things, that's something really that I learned that and I was like really amazed by that it says 925 silver on things because it's 92.5% actual silver. So that's it, you don't see the point on there, so it doesn't say 92.5 stamped everywhere. They just kind of abbreviate it 925, but it is, that's where that 925 comes from. And then it says 7.5% other metals like copper and whatever other metal they're using. But so Mexican silver, the artistry and craftsmanship that goes into each piece of Mexican silver jewelry is what makes it valuable beyond its material worth. Okay, so that's really interesting. It captures the essence of old Mexico with designs inspired by pre-Columbian geometrics, animals, nature, religion, and more. So Mexico is located on the silver-enriched North American crust, which is why it produces so much silver. Why it produces so much silver relative to other countries. So that's really neat. So Mexico, hi, Flores de Montage. I know I just butchered that. Flores de Montagna. Yes. So, my understanding is that alpaca silver is not sterling silver. They are different materials. Oh, Marissa. Oh, my goodness. Okay. So, let me do a little bit more research on that because it does say alpaca and it does say Mexico, but it doesn't have 925. So, that is really, hi, Hannah. So that is really interesting. And so I am going to do more research on that for sure. And I'm glad you brought that up. And I do want to continue on with this resource that I'm reading here, and then maybe in a different show we can kind of delve into it a little bit deeper. I just wanted to kind of highlight it. Alpaca is an alloy of several metals. Oh, okay, okay, that is very interesting. So let's talk for a second about Taxco Mexico, though, because we talk about Taxco silver and we see Taxco silver on some of our pieces. So the city of Taxco is Mexico's most well known for its fine silver jewelry and objects. The local artisans have been perfecting their craft for generations, and the town hosts an annual national silver fair to celebrate innovative designs. So, Taxco silver in Mexico is considered fine silver jewelry. Okay, so when we see Taxco, that's an actual city in Mexico that is well known for its silver. So, also something that we learned that I thought was just really interesting is that Mexico produces a lot of silver because it has a lot of silver because of its it says it produces so much silver because it's in silver enriched North American crust. So that is really really good to know. Sterling from Taxco is highly collectible. Yes, yes, Marissa, that is so true. So true. Okay, and you know what? Let's since we're talking about it and we're this is a learning environment. Let's look up alpaca Mexican silver because these pieces that I have here, right? Oh, let me get to it. It's hard to like. Okay, there we go. So this piece here definitely says alpaca Mexico, and I have a couple other ones that are alpaca. So, like I said, we're a learning environment and we're trying to learn as we go. So and sometimes we know all this stuff already and sometimes we don't. This one just says Mexico. Okay, so this one does not say alpaca, but look how beautiful that is. That has the inlay with the abalone. Okay, and the other ones are these ones that kind of look to me like hearts, but I think this one has alpaca on the back of it as well. So let's look at this one. No, this one's not stamped, or if it was, because of the age of it, it may have worn away. Okay, but they are still gorgeous. Look at that. And the other pair are, right? Ivan Minore. Thank you. Yes, these are beautiful. And I am just so in love with Mexican silver. I think it's beautiful. And a lot, these ones that we're showing all have that abalone look inlay. I'm not going to tell you for sure it is because I don't know how to test for abalone, which maybe we'll do a show on that as well. But they all have that inlay. And then they also have different things stamped on the back. This one, I don't know that this one is stamped, but it to me, with that patina on it, it looks to me like silver. And the ones we're seeing that are stamped are also look like these, right? They all kind of look very, very similar. Okay. So we're going to look because we're teaching and selling at the same time. Brioli? Briol, how do you pronounce that? Because I want to make sure I'm pronouncing people's names properly. And Ivan, if I butchered your last name, I apologize. Um, how do you pronounce your first name, Brioli? I want to make sure I'm pronouncing that correctly. Like Brie oil. Brie oil. Okay, okay. Wonderful. Okay, now I will get that right going forward. Thank you. Um, so I have a little blurb here about alpaca silver jewelry, since that's what we're talking about. And you can see our little alpaca earrings back here. And there they are when they're catching the light. They have that inlay. And these are beautiful because they have the pink inlay, which almost reminds me of like a mother of pearl, like a pink mother of pearl color. And then you have the abalone as well. So that's what's going on with those guys. But as far as the alpaca jewelry, and I'm pretty sure Maria was the one that told us this, right? Alpaca silver is a metal alloy of copper, nickel, and sometimes zinc or iron. The metal is a shiny silver color that looks similar to stainless steel. It does not contain, it doesn't say it doesn't contain silver. Wait, that question comes up often. Okay. It's used in making alpaca silver jewelry and crafts in Mexico, Central America, South America. So this is our international show. Thank you, Hannah. Thank you so much. Yes, that pair is gorgeous. So the alpaca silver is used in making alpaca sterling silver. Okay, so I think that's the connection, guys. I think that the alpaca metal is, like Maria said, it's a combination of various metals, but then they use that metal to make the alpaca silver jewelry. So I think that's the connection there. It also is common and it has been historically used throughout most parts of the world and may go by other names such as German silver or nickel silver. Okay. Am I picking them up? Yes. So that's what we're seeing here. So that's probably why this alpaca Mexico is not showing that 925, because I don't think they can call themselves 925 because they have this other metal in them. But I think they still have, because they're alpaca Mexico, they still have that cultural significance and the design and the intricacy that is used, the quality that's used with Mexican silver. So I think that that's kind of where that connection comes in. So I think they're still considered valuable and they still are gorgeous. Look at them. So we're going to go ahead and do this one. We are running these guys for 20 and we're going to go ahead and start the auction. But let me get them as close as I can so you guys can kind of see the workmanship and the quality of these. I mean, they are just so pretty. And I cleaned a little bit of the top. I try to keep the patina on some of them for you guys, but I started to clean the top a little bit there so you guys can see this. This is going to take an excellent shine when it gets polished up. So look at that. Okay, so I'm going to put these ones off to the side. Are you guys interested in me running the other pairs? So I have the pairs that look like a heart. I have the pairs that are kind of triangular. Let me see. So we have these ones. And for those people, for the folks that just joined, I am going to do, for everybody that buys something during the show, I'm doing a raffle at the end of these beautiful crystal-like, I'm not going to say they're crystal, although they look like Swarovskis to me, football earrings, because we're either in football season or coming up on football season. That shows you how, I mean, I'm not a big football fan, but my husband is, so he would know for sure. But these are going to be raffled at the end for everybody that buys something during the show. So how fun. This is another of the pairs. So this one kind of looks like an upside down heart to me. And it does look like it has that mother of pearl kind of piece at the bottom. But we have these. Okay. We have these. These ones really do look like a heart. Okay. And then if any of you guys want me to run either pairs of these, I will. And these ones, to me, I believe that they're silver, but they are not stamped. So I am telling you guys that ahead of time. They do look like the ones that we have that are stamped. And this guy almost looks like he might have had a stamp on there before, but maybe it was worn away or something. But yeah, they have the fish hooks. FS Campbell 546088. Hello, hello. So these are the abalone earrings, and if you guys want me to run these, I will. For now, I'm going to put them off to the side, but I do want to show you these. So these ones are also, since we're doing international, this show is international, right? So these ones also remind me of that Mexican silver that we talked about. This one is stamped Mexico, and we said Mexico has an abundance of silver because of its kind of geological makeup. So it has a lot of access to silver. And they also have like a lot of cultural connections to silver, and they take great pride in their silver. So this one is stamped Mexico, and it has that beautiful shine on the back and this beautiful inlay right here. So you have the reds, the white background, and you have the little touches of the abalone there as well. Hi, Sharon. How are you? Then we have our fish hook, and we're going to go ahead and run these ones for 20. Rerun the one of the other ones. If we ran all of them already, I think we can rerun any of the ones that say, yeah. I think you can click on it and just hit rerun, and it'll rerun it. Yeah, because we've been talking about all the different kinds of the Mexican silver and the alpaca, which, as we were talking about before, is kind of an alloy of different kinds of silver. So. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll hold on to these, and if anybody wants me to rerun them, we can, and we will move on. I want to show you guys. This one is hilarious to me. This is a gummy bear bracelet. It's a Betsey Johnson, and I looked online for this, you guys, because I mean Betsey Johnson has some really quirky kind of things going on, and this one I thought was so, like, I like her stuff, to be honest with you. I think her stuff is so creative. But there's the tag. Okay, so the tag's still on there. Okay, new with tag. And let me pull it away a little bit so you guys can see this. I get all the gummy bears going in the same direction. Like one of them's like flipped around, and I had to like make sure. But look how funny that is. Oh my goodness. How quirky is that? I did my research, and these are selling really well. I mean, they're doing pretty good out there. So I did start this one out at 40, and that's lower than a lot of the prices that I saw. But you even have this guy, and he's kind of like, he has little flecks in him. So the green ones look like special. And I think the blue one's like that too. The blue one has the little, like, he's not like jelly looking like the other ones. He kind of has some pizzazz to him. But you also have these little like crystal looking I don't want to say pendants, but like beads hanging down. You have her maker's mark there. And then you have, this is actually what's interesting about this. This is sorry, this is the closure. So the little heart with the arrow is what closes the actual bracelet. So I thought that was so clever. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and start the auction on this guy. And like I said, if you guys Google this, you'll see that this is selling for higher than what I'm offering it at anyway, at least in the sites that I was looking at. So this guy is I don't want to say collectible, but maybe some people collect Betsey Johnson stuff, but this is definitely a good seller right here. Look how fun is that? And I have one of my customers is a Betsey Johnson. Like whenever Betsey Johnson stuff comes up, she does buy it up because she collects the Betsey Johnson stuff. So, and anything that you guys want, I'm gonna do my best to get this onto the Buy It Now store on District, so that if you don't get it today, don't feel like you don't have access to it. You can always reach out to me, and then we will definitely get that to you. So these ones, so we're talking about Mexico. I put these ones, I added them in because these ones look like something that you would see from Mexico. The vibrant colors, the fiesta kind of atmosphere. So that's what this reminds me of. We did a class, our Felicia Pack Rat Queen in our group did a class on colors and the use of color in jewelry. And so you have like this orange or red and blue motif here. And then you have all this, like, I don't know if you guys can see it, but these beads are really catching the light there. And this almost looks like abalone or whatever. See, these colors are kind of jumping out. So it's, I'm not going to tell you guys that's what it is, but that's kind of what it reminds me of in that color scheme there. So, and I think these are brand new. I really do. They were on the card when I bought them and they kind of take them down, but they are in excellent, excellent condition. So we're going to run these for 5. There they are. But like I said, when you hold them in the light, they are doing, there's a whole bunch of stuff going on here, guys, because this ring around here is catching the light. You get this piece in the middle. Oh, and you know what? Let me show you guys what size they are. So where's my, they're pretty big. We're going to say these are about 4 without the fish hook. Okay. So to me, that's very fiesta, and it's very like a Mexican kind of theme. So it can also go Chinese too. Now that I look at it with that kind of design in the middle. So yeah, very interesting. Hi, Rachel. So I'll go ahead and put those off to the side, and you guys let me know if you want me to rerun them. So the next thing we're going to do is, and I realize we got about 15 minutes here. So we're going to do a couple craft lots. This one here, this has a lot of beautiful stuff, and I'm going to dump this out on the table, and you guys are going to see all the stuff going on with this. But what was extra special about this one are these brass pieces right here. Now, when I got this, the lady was telling me that there was something really special. I'm calling them brass, but they're definitely metal pieces. But she said there was something very special about these pieces, and they were some kind of artistic, artist kind of related thing. But look at these. How gorgeous that is. And on the back, it's smooth. Okay. So, you know, for people that do arts and crafts, this is definitely something that you would be able to use if you're into to that kind of thing that has the smooth back, right? So if you're gluing it on something or soldering it to something, then that would be that. But there's 2 of these in there. Okay, this is all going to start at $7. Okay, for all of this. So you have 2 of those metal pieces, and you have a bunch of other stuff. So we're going to dump it all out, and then I'm going to put the camera on it so you guys can see. I thought these were hilarious. So these are like fancy little like handbags or pocket, what do they call those? Like pocket purses or whatever. Pocketbook. I think the pocketbook's the actual checkbook. I don't know. But anyway, look how cute they are. Okay. So here's everything. I'm going to put the camera down onto these so you can see it. Okay. So you get your 2 beautiful, I think she told me they're brass. I'm not going to tell you for sure they are, but that's those 2. You have this little single earring that's really, really pretty. Let me see if I can, has like a little purple rhinestone in the middle. And you have these really pretty beads, the flowers. You have this guy with a bunch of those like eyelet pieces. You have this. I like this design. And this whole thing looks international to me, to be honest with you. I like this, like reminds me of that Thailand kind of design. And you have these ones in that bag as well, and these. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get those running. They are starting at 7, and you're getting a bunch of stuff in there, guys, for $7. But my favorite out of all of it is these, because I think, I mean, I'm trying to tell it, like I'm trying to convey how heavy they are, but I don't think I'm doing a good job of it. But these guys are super, super heavy. These ladies, I should say. But there's a lot going on in this lot. Little purses, and then this, what you see here is exactly how I bought it. So all of this stuff here is what you would be getting. And I am going to put that off to the side. Let me know. And like I said, I'm going to put this stuff on District as well. So if you think about it and you want to go back in and you're like, I really need some stuff for my arts and crafts, then we will definitely make that available to you guys. Keeping in line with that theme, arts and crafts. So we have Amazonite. Okay, and now Amazonite, if you look at that, and we talked about Amazonite last week when I did the live show on the natural stones. So you notice in that word Amazonite is Amazon. So that makes me think of is the rainforest. Okay. But for Amazonite, this piece here, like when I see it, it's usually more this blue. So you see this kind of blue over here. Okay, that's what I usually see it as. But in this craft, like the way I got it, it's all different colors. But these are gorgeous. And so you have these two pieces, and they're heavy. Okay, they're pretty substantial, and they were charging $9.99 for these. I am going to charge. I believe we have these listed at five. Yeah, so you're getting them for half the price that they were selling them in the store or online. But what I have these ones, let me know. So hi Curry. What I have going on with these is I have, I believe, four of the Amazonites. Okay, so that's all of these. So what we can do is if you want to buy them separately, like I said, they're five a piece. Okay, so there's four of them. And you can pick which color you want, right? So we have one that has more of the yellow in it. You have one that has kind of the darker, like a brownish kind of in there. And then you have one that really is like the true blue right there. And then this piece. So these are really, really pretty. We also have Black Network. So I know I'd never heard of Black Network, but apparently it is a semi-precious stone, right? Because it has it up on here. So maybe when I, in my expanded natural stone learning, I will include these because I have seen this before. So this is definitely a thing, but it is called Black Network. And I guess because of the network of the black lines in there, that's my guess. But there it is. So that's really, really pretty. So again, these ones are going to be five, so they're half of the price that they're selling them for online. And actually I have three Black Networks. So here's another one. Look at that one. And then we have a Howlite. So I talked a little bit about Howlite last week. How it looks a lot to me like turquoise, and I think it looks like a lot to a lot of people like turquoise, but and it's they call it dyed howlite, right? This is reconstituted howlite, but basically the howlite can be different colors. They dye it to be different colors, and I need to research what color it like normally comes in, like in the earth, what color it is, or when they mine it, what color it is. But the blue, when they dye it blue like this, it really looks like turquoise, and I think that's kind of the effect that it's meant to be, is to kind of look like turquoise. So is anybody interested in any of these? I will run the Howlite, and again, it's marked at $9.99. We're doing $5 on each of these. So we have the Howlite pieces, we have the Black Network, and we have the Amazonite. Okay. Does anybody want me to run any of those for crafting purposes? I feel like Ferris Bueller, right? A teacher. Anyone? Anyone? Okay. So I will put those on my store in district. So you guys, if you change your mind or you're looking for crafting supplies, we will go ahead and run or put, like list these in or post them in the store. So we only have a few more minutes left. So I am going to run these beautiful earrings here. Let's look at those. So these ones have that intricate design, and I want to say this reminds me of that Thailand jewelry that we were talking about, or like a Chinese kind of theme, but or Indian too. India produces a lot of nice jewelry and has a lot of these like intricate kind of designs here. So they are silver toned. They're not marked silver. They have the fish hook. Okay, but they are the silver tone. But I just think that they're really pretty. And they look brand new to me, to be honest with you guys. I think they may be brand new. Okay, so we're running those for $5. And they're going to come on their little pink backing paper. And they're a nice size. Let's look at them on the ruler. Oh, sugar. I was measuring everything in centimeters and not inches. Huh. Okay, so we have, well, that was just a couple pieces that I did that for. You guys were probably like, hey, flip that ruler around. So these are 1.5 inches from, well, let's go, yeah, 1.5 inches, about 1.5 inches. Okay, so there. Now, the last piece that I am going to run today. So on our international theme, right, these are glass, okay? And they remind me of a very like Japanese kind of look to it, like Japanese or Chinese, definitely an Oriental kind of look. But these guys are are glass. They're testing glass on the Presidium, and there's your closure on those, like the lobster claw. Okay, the lobster claw itself kind of looks like a little bit of a gunmetal to me, right? That gunmetal color, but he's pretty long. So when we put him on the display, he doesn't want to really sit right, but there we go. So he kind of looks like that. And depending on, I mean, I think it's kind of meant to sit more like that. So it kind of almost has that V at the bottom. Okay. So we're going to do this one for 3. And keep in mind, like I was saying, that these really beautiful beads kind of have that Chinese or Japanese look to them. Like when you go to the restaurant and you see kind of that, motif, right? And I like these little beads, the red beads up to the top and underneath. Steelbird 7676. Thank you so much for your bid. What's your first name, Steelbird, if you don't mind me asking, because I like to get to know the folks that are supporting the live shows. Tiffany. Oh, okay. I'm going to make a note of that so I remember for next time. But yeah, this one is beautiful. So that is coming your way. And now you have just put yourself into the running for our football earrings. So how fun. So we had 2 folks buying stuff today. We had Tiffany and we have, hi. And we have Marissa. So we are going to, my daughter is feverishly writing over there the names onto the pieces of paper. And I'm going to put them right into this little bowl right here. And then we're going to pick a name. Oh, we'll use that bowl. Yeah. I like this one. It fits with our international theme. We got our our ramen noodles. And we got our happy guy right here. He survived the storm, so he's happy. Okay. So I'm not looking. I don't even know. I know she put 2 of them in there. I can feel them, but I'm definitely not looking. So, oh, and by the way, guys, before the suspense, before I pick one out, I am going to say that everybody that buys something from me gets a gift anyway. So if you win the raffle, you're getting the extra football earrings, which we'll look at them again right there. But anybody that buys something is getting a gift anyways, just so you guys know, because that's my way of saying thank you guys for supporting my live show. So, okay, here we go. I'm mixing them up. Dun, dun, dun. Nope, I'm not going to do that because then I'll see. Oh, yes, Rachel. Okay. So, yes, Rachel just reminded me that because we have the train, the train's going to go after we're going to raid into our next seller. But throughout the train, whoever buys the most, and I believe it is spends the most money on products throughout the trains or throughout the train, I should say, is going to get a Larmer pendant, and it's beautiful. Rachel showed us a picture of it. It's gorgeous. So Kathy's on. Wow, that is fantastic. Go, Kathy. Oh, she's wonderful. She is. Oh, that is wonderful. Yes, that is fantastic. We got to love Kathy. Kathy's fantastic. Okay, so let's continue on with our raffle. We got Marissa and we got Tiffany in the bowl, our ramen noodle bowl. And let's see who gets it. I can't see who gets it. Steelbird 76. Okay. So you got it, Tiffany. Fantastic. So you are going to get these earrings. I'm going to put them in your bag right now. Congratulations. They are lovely. And Yes. So that gives us 1 minute and we will raid into our next seller. But everybody stick around, catch as much of the train today as you can because we got some fantastic sellers coming up, some beautiful items, and they will be talking about their items and maybe teaching us some stuff along the way. I have so enjoyed spending this Saturday afternoon for this hour with you guys. I love the interaction, and I just love the fact that you guys are all over the country joining in, and we're all talking to each other, and through the yeah, thank you, Rachel. Yeah, through the internet and the blessings of technology. So. And again, I mentioned it at the beginning of the show, but thoughts and prayers with everybody that was affected by the Hurricane Helene, and hopefully Kathy will get her internet and electricity back soon. And with that, we will raid into the next seller. So thank you, Tony, for your compliment. And I will see all of you guys, my friends, on the next one. Yay. That was good. Yes. Yes. So I only